We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. 2K presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, it was long rumored, and after 2 titles in 3 years, Kevin Durant chose to leave the Warriors and blaze a new path. He'll miss this season while rehabbing from his Achilles tear, but there are no complaints from the fans or his new teammates. For a player of KD's caliber, it's worth the wait. Kevin?
A momentous decision, DA. Thank you. Early part of the season, Brent, did you take a while to get back in the swing of things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, no, I could not do that.
Right, yeah.
I could not do that.
You played 14 years.
I love coming into training camp being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in, is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going, but for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the off-season and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improve the most, I was going to come into camp ready to go.
So the net starting 5. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie, Prince out there with Joe Harris, and there's Jared Allen, and it's Temple in at the 2 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now, here's Thompson. There's Garland. And it's sent back by Allen. Prince, the fast break opportunity, powered down with both hands.
Looking to run, Prince just streaks down the open court.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here is Garland. Numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Here's Thompson, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Harris. Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. This one for 3. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
So it's the Cavaliers now. After Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last 3-pointer. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Prince up top. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Here's Garland after Taurean Prince's bucket. Love outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on him, he's going to let it rip.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Here's Temple. Here's Temple. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. Second chance. Prince trying to free himself up.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Harris's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Garland with the bucket.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Dinwiddie with it. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Harris. Shoots. Here's Allen. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Love. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Sexton. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
The pass to Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. And here's Prince outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the 6'8" forward Taurean Prince showing continued improvement at the offensive end.
In the system that he played in for the Atlanta Hawks, Taurean Prince was known as a good two-way player. With his length and his ability to defend, he's going to be a great complement to scorers like Kyrie Irving and Spencer Dinwiddie. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Now Sexton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland. That shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Harris. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Cleveland moving it up, and that one's good. Osman.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Dinwiddie. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Now here's Garland. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot. And it's sent back by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Prince with the ball. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. That one falls. Garland's got his second basket of the game.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game 1 in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Different look here. Larry Nance is checked in for Thompson. Porter comes in for Jetty Osman. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Now here's Shump. Pass to Musa. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the quickness of Shumpert? Excellent at taking it right to the rack.
Cavaliers leading. Clark's his time here. Here's Mwaba. A huge slam. A perfect end to the fast break. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now Vedova. Guarded by Shumpert. Dellavedova kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Clark. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Pass to Shumpert. Allen outside. To Claxton.
About the MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Back-to-back seasons both in 2009 and 2010.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night. .13 with Miami. LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy of earning all the MVP votes.
We wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
Now, here's Clarkson. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. It's Porter. It's out the key. Love outside. Here's Clark. And another miss by Cleveland. The Nets with the lead. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square and DJ's going to throw it in.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Love outside. He dishes it to Clarkson. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn on defense. 4-point game. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Great open look there.
Show of confidence, right, and his jump shot.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Knocks it loose. Porter with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Most complete player in the NBA right now.
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
No good on the second free throw. There's one left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Love. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And finished off by Porter.
Well, Kevin Love using his sneaky length that time to get the ball and possession for his team. He can come up with some stuff.
Here's Nwaba. Scored his second of 2 attempts.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Over, and it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Nwaba, defended by Dellavedova. Now back to Nwaba. Here's Musa. He's covered by Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Claxton laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out to the wing. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here is Shumpert. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in front, ending the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Nance and Love are the bigs. Clarkson is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Shumpert gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. The pass to Clarkson. And they call an illegal screen here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Nets. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And checking out Cleveland, 3 games behind.
And seeing where the Nets are, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Dellavedova kicks to Nance. Oh, Nance in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you could throw it just about anywhere for Larry Nance Jr., and then he'll know what to do with it.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson ate his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson bringing it up to the 10th.
Nets leading by 3. Musa passes to Shumpert. Himself up. Shumpert, no good.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Now, Nova. Defense is right there. In the corner, it's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Nets gets the whistle on the travel.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Clarkson. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Waba gets the bucket.
And Shumpert surveying the floor and finding the open man, so a nice swing pass on that possession.
Clarkson passes to Porter. The contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And here's a look at some numbers for Dinwiddie.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
In a coaching high by the Cavaliers that caught most off guard, John Beilein had led the Michigan Wolverines for 12 seasons, their all-time leader in coaching wins.
Well, there was also talk the year prior about John Beilein joining the Detroit Pistons organization, so finally making the jump to the NBA, where it's a much different challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is that Coach Beilein implements a lot of his offensive schemes that were so successful in college.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Harris outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's get 2K leaderboard in about the last 10 games in the NBA. During that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. 5th best, the Nets.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 5.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Tristan Thompson. 13th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. That free throw, no good. Cavaliers making a switch here. Osman's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one drops for him. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Thompson.
Thompson's so good at setting the screen, recognizing space, and great timing on the roll that time.
Harris finds Dinwiddie. To the middle, and that's Prince, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. 8 points for Torian Prince.
And they keep hammering away at him.
Now here's Sexton. Guarded close. The shot's good.
When you get physical much, able to play through it.
Dinwiddie passes to Hicks. 2 free up, and they call the shooting.
Yeah, easy call.
Drew attempts of the game. Here, Allen's checked in. And Harris drops them both. The Cavaliers trail by 4. He kicks to Sexton. To the paint. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Dinwiddie with it. 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Here's Osman. And Garland has it. Shot clock at 3. And the shot goes in. Garland's got 6.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Nets leading by 6. Dinwiddie softly drops in the floater.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Sexton's so pretty.
Nets have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Temple, the pass to Dinwiddie. Right, it's off the rim.
Last year, interesting, under the radar season as Tristan Thompson statistically had a very, very good year. A career best rate in rebounding, scoring, and assists. That's a big guy down on the inside.
Throws you.
And it's just looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And as well as he played last season, the former Iron Man, Tristan Thompson, struggled with injury.
Yeah, fewest games played of his career in any for a guy who went 4 straight seasons playing every game, deep into the playoffs, games that physically and mentally take a toll on you. Last season was a one for Tristan that way.
The first one falls. Porter
should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not aim, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
He's got 8. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Garland. He's got 6, and there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Love's checked in for Porter. Passes to Osman. Here's Love. Again, can't hit. 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been a constant for them. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Just 5 to the 3. Assist by Harris. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Love's got 6.
Kevin Love, you've got to be aware of him here. When you make one up.
Here now is 11 points in the game. Range. Harris, no good.
He missed that in warm-up.
That's warm-ups, so maybe just step too far. Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Now here is Harris. He had 13 points in the win against New York. Dinwiddie with it. Garland picks him up. Here's Allen. Play by Cleveland. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Not make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Cleveland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Nancy's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Clarkson comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Sexton. They throw good. Garland. Nets leading by. Still getting offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when
To a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Shumpert to the inside. Here's Allen. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Clarkson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Waba passes to Shumpert. Waba kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Claxton. And that one drops. Claxton's got 6 here in this quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Spencer Dinwiddie firing on all cylinders for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Tristan, how do you evaluate yourself and the team so far?
I'm doing pretty all right. I get a couple more rebounds, block some shots, but second half we got to slow the tempo and play Cavs basketball. That's why we have the second half to improve on that.
We'll see if you can keep it going. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
A pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Garrett Temple, Then it's Torian Prince, and it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Sexton. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Inside, and Love throws it down.
Kevin Love showing you he's got a little vert getting up to the rim.
Nets leading by 5. Harris with it. Allen up top. Elbow shot. Second shot opportunity. Garland has it in the corner. It's good from long range. Garland's got 12.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And Brent out of Macedonia, Jetty Osman, 24 years of age and second in minutes played for the Cavs last season.
Yeah, Jetty, a lot of tumult around the team with his introduction to NBA basketball, but don't forget, a couple years playing pro in Europe and a top player on the Turkish national team. I think he's really ready for a bigger role with this organization.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Sexton. Averaging about 18 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And so is who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Allen dishes to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4. And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Well, last season, Kevin Love suffering the toe injury in the very first exhibition game. He'd be ready to carry the load, but surgery and a long rehab set him back.
And they drop, so they now lead by 1. And after the second, or even Greg, the third option behind LeBron James, Kevin Love embracing a bigger role.
Give him a lot of credit. He sacrificed stats to help Cleveland win a title. Intriguing to see what he can accomplish when he's set loose.
Here's Harris. Knocks down the 10-footer. And the Nets lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
Well, Sexton, not one of the bigger guards in the league, but he plays with a tremendous tenacity. Colin Sexton describes himself as a combo guard who likes to stay in attack mode and is very explosive. When he sees a gap and he gets into seams, he gets down there and tries to make some things happen.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Sexton a combo guard. Thus far more of a scorer than probably a playmaker.
I think that's really what he's aiming for. He likes to watch film on Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and as we know, Kevin, watching those two play, they are very hungry and thirsty to score on a nightly basis. I think that's where Colin is pretty much laying the foundation of his game. The rookie class last year was very impressive, especially the top 5 picks earning all rookie first team honors. Colin is one of those guys last year, 3rd among rookies in scoring, and really was good towards the tail end of the season.
Here's Temple, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Thompson. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim. And Sexton, the 3rd rookie ever to Averaged 16 points per game with over 40% from long range, and Brent over 80% from the line.
Yeah, a lot of that, Kevin, came late in the season as he tried to get his footing early on. Scored 20 points or more in 8 straight games. He was the first rookie to do that since Tim Duncan did it back in 1998.
And the 6'6" point guard Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot is on the way. That one a little long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
They get the rebound, and the shot goes down. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Osman. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Love, and it's Jordan.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
First one falls for him.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Porter's checked in for Cleveland. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Nets leading by 3. To the middle, here's Dinwiddie, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then...
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices, and some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what this team is thinking. Evan?
Good point, David. Thank you. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians, but as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
1 shot.
Dinwiddie. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Now Sexton. 7 points in the game. And wrestling for it there. No one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. There's the dish to Garland. Kicks it to Love. Really? Cleveland the rebound. Thompson, and Jordan sends it back.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Yes, that goes in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up, putting up about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Right side, Porter. Garland to Sexton. Shot to stop the run, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Prince. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Prince has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Nancy's checked in for Love. Clarkson comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Nance passes to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they're able to recover. 4 on the clock. They could use a bucket. He's got 22. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 14. And Nance now atop the key. Picked him clean. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here is Dellavedova. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Porter against Harris. Porter with the steal, and Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Harris outside. To the paint, and Brooklyn with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. And then for Brooklyn, David Nwaba is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Musa in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Here's Clarkson. He's got 8. And here is Dellavedova. Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst, and when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. The Cavaliers 10. Out to the right wing. Dellavedova kicks tense. Clarkson on the wing. Just 5 on. All alone. And Thompson throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 15 rebounds.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Shumpert with it. And the pass to Nwaba. Here's Musa. Trying to end the drought. Drops in the tray. Musa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. Here's Osman. Back to Thompson. And shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap two hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. So for the Nets, Jared Allen comes in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Musa. And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Now Shumpert passes it to Dinwiddie. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Della. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Nets leading by 8. Outside jumper. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter.
You see Shumpert with a head of steam that time. You know he's going right to the rim.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Osman. And it's sent back by Allen. Left side, Shumpert. And here we go. Shumpert into the hoop.
That's instinctual play by Shumpert. Outstanding at running right to the spot he needed to be for the transition opportunity.
Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Clarkson. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Dinwiddie up top. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's why you can't be too careless with Iman Shumpert lurking. Always active and knocks that one away.
Dellavedova scanning the floor. Feeds to Thompson. And it's sent back by Allen.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dinwiddie against Clarkson. Here's Allen. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Allen's got 10.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Deep. And that one released in time, but no good.
It's a good hustle play from Iman Shumpert, always wanting to shut down whoever he's guarding.
Spencer Dinwiddie firing on all cylinders for Brooklyn. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Clarkson is the 2 with Osman the 3. Nance and Thompson are up front, and it's Dellavedova in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That way.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Nets leading by 16. Dinwiddie passes to Shumpert. Back to Dinwiddie. Nance with some nice D. Cavaliers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Got a piece of it. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson.
One shot.
Free throw good. Iman Shumpert.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's Osman. And Cleveland with another turnover here. Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. Now here's Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Shumpert. Allen left side. 6 to shoot. Back to Shumpert from past the arc. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Poked away. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And he uses the glass on the layup. Shumpert's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
The pass to Osman. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan, too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Sexton has it in the corner. A floater. Now here's Shumpert, defended by Sexton. Outside Shumpert. Dinwiddie with it. Garland picks him up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shumpert. And the Nets miss again. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Here's Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Shumpert. Good on both. Half minutes into the fourth quarter. Allen, right side. Dinwiddie, right side. Not going to go that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's the floater. Love with the bucket.
Now we're looking at an offensive weapon here in Kevin Love that has big men shaking their head, especially here tonight. He's hot.
And here is Harris. It's Allen, top of the key. In the corner, it's Temple. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And Love's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Osman. Passes it to Love. And on the way. Rebound, Brooklyn. Prince outside. Can they get it? That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 16 points for Taurean Prince.
Well, he's getting bodied up, but Taurean Prince has a pretty decent body himself, so not minding it one bit.
Stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 15 points here in the second half.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
Well, for a big guy, Kevin Love is certainly one of the best free throw shooters in the game, and you don't want to send him to the line.
Pass to Prince. Five on the clock. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Cleveland with it. Nance outside. Love the pass to Sexton. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Garland with it. A floater, and it's sent back by Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. The Nets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Temple, and it's Osman with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The wide open look here for Garland. Drills it from outside.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Dinwiddie outside. Dishes to Harris. Pass to Allen. Here's Temple. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thompson, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. Thompson passes to Garland. Misses the layup. Nets leading by 18. Here's Prince, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Prince. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings
that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Interesting with Taurean Prince kind of coming along at the right time as the league is searching out physical, tough wing defenders that have the capability of shooting the three ball, the prototypical 3-and-3 man.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Now Dinwiddie. Now the pass to Temple. Allen dishes to Harris. Back to Allen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
One shot.
From Allen.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Good work there as it goes.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Temple, defended by Sexton.
What's the roll?
Now here's Dinwiddie. That one off the back iron and out. And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
And it's Osman missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He gets it in there. And that's now 19 points for Taurean Prince.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And here's Sexton. Passes it to Love. Back to Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. 10 points for Colin Sexton.
Oh, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
Pass to Prince. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland with it. Guarded now by Prince. Here's Osman. Down low. Here's Garland. Prince with the defensive effort. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. High post Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris finds Allen. Clock at 6. Here's Temple. He's covered by Thompson. Here's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Sexton with it. From deep three-point range, Cleveland gets it back. Love. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Love is confident when it comes to attacking the defense, especially when he gets closer and closer to the rim.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract, and that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. but a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Here's Pinson.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jared Allen.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Love can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The tray. Musa can't hit. Outside Knight with the floater. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You got to try and do a little bit better against Love. His focus that time remarkable. Even with the contact, he ends up scoring the basketball.
Eight seconds left in the fourth. Now Jordan. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
We just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.